Roblox sued by state of Louisiana alleges platform facilitates endangerment of kids. Oh my God. This escalated quickly. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill announced on Thursday a comprehensive lawsuit against Roblox Corporation, accusing the popular gaming platform of enabling endangerment of children and failing to prioritize safety measures. The suit, filed in the 21st Judicial District Court of Livingston Parish, marks what Murrill believes to be the first state-level action of its kind against the company. Excuse me. The complaint alleges that Roblox, which bills itself as the top gaming site for kids and teens, has created an environment rife with predators and harmful content by neglecting basic safeguards. According to the filing, the platform facilitates the distribution of harmful material and allows predators to interact freely with minors, often leading to real-world harm. Okay, so I just want to, before we get into this article, because this already sounds like it's going to be retarded. The platform facilitates the distribution of harmful material right here and allows predators to interact freely with minors. That's just every video game of all time with in-game voice chat. So what are you going to do? Just ban voice chat from all these video games? What's the solution? The states get involved. What's their proposed solution going to be? Because I think that's probably where they're going to go with this. More censorship. And again, I'm going to say it right here real quick before we dive into this. The only real solution to this is better parenting. People aren't going to want to hear it, but that's the only realistic solution to this. You can't rely on vigilantes on Roblox role-playing as Chris Hansen to catch predators. You can't rely on ban systems because they're always shit in every video game of all time. The only real solution is better parenting. Monitoring what the fuck your kids are doing online. If your kid is on Roblox talking to a predator and you don't know about it, that you failed as a parent. I know, harsh, but that's the only real solution. So I know the state's going to step in and it's going to try to do more censorship, more of this shit, more regulations. None of it's actually going to ultimately solve the problem. The only way you can really 100% solve this problem and keep your kids safe is by being a better parent, being more aware, being more active. That's just the reality. People aren't going to want to hear it, but that's just the reality of the situation. Investigators point to a recent case in Livingston Parish on July 15, 2025, where a suspect was arrested for possessing illegal content while actively using Roblox and voice-altering technology to pose as a young girl and lure children. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. Okay, that's just a fucking crazy thing to say. Yes, a company that makes a video game, an online video game that caters to children, wants more people playing their video game. I mean, this is just trying to basically stir the pot is what this quote is doing. Murrill stated during a press conference, every parent should be aware of the clear and present danger. Yes, this is what I'm saying. It's up to the parents. The parents need to be aware of this shit. You can't just say, oh, the company needs better. I mean, yes, obviously it would be nice if they had a better reporting system, if it had a higher success rate. But again, every online video game ever, the reporting system is shit. It only catches a few people. People are always going to work around it. It is what it is. It comes down to the parents. Post to their children by Roblox so they can prevent the unthinkable from ever happening in their home. Yes, this is the first statement that I actually agree with. Roblox, founded in 2006 and headquarters in San Mateo, California, boasts over 82 million daily active users and hosts more than 6.4 million users-generated experiences or games. Company data reveals a heavily youthful demographic. 20% of users are under 9, another 20% are between 9 and 12, 60% fall between 13 and 16. Despite this, the platform imposes no minimum age requirements, lacks robust age verification, and doesn't mandate parent consent for signups. Yeah, I mean, the only real solution, I guess, that they could do on their end would be like, I don't know, if they're under like 9 or 12, then yeah, you need like a parent's email or, I don't know, something, maybe. But currently they have nothing. Whatever. This setup, the lawsuit claims, enables predators to masquerade as children and allows minors to access inappropriate content without barriers. And again, That's just online video games. What are you going to do? Every online video game that has in-game voice chat where you can interact with other players, you can have age verification? They're going to have to provide ID? You're going to have a parent provide ID so you can verify that your kid's allowed to play the game? What's the solution? What are you going to do? You're going to have state law enforce this? Or are you going to just leave it up to the video game company? Whether they want to enforce it or not. What's the solution? Because right now it seems like people are leaning towards, hey, we need the state to step in and force them to regulate this. And again, realistically, what that means is these kids are going to have to provide ID, or the parents are going to have to provide ID on behalf of their children. Which, I mean, it's basically just more government regulation in video games, which I think is always a bad thing. But on the other hand, this would help keep kids safe, theoretically. So it's a tough topic. The lawsuit further criticizes Roblox's revenue model, which revolves around in-game purchases, virtual currency called Robux. Children, often obsessed with acquiring Robux, have been documented offering to do anything for it. Oh no. Including sharing personal information or engaging in risky behaviors that lead to exploitation. Again, this is just an online video game issue. This could happen in RuneScape. Hell, this probably did happen in RuneScape back in the day, 2007, when everyone was playing RuneScape. People would probably do anything for gold. People would do anything for a fucking mithril longsword, back in the day when everyone sucked. Like, this is not a Roblox issue. This is an online video game issue. It just so happens that Roblox is the biggest online video game in the world with a big audience of young children. So that's why they're under the microscope. Bloomberg reports cited in the complaint describe predators hanging from the jungle gym in this virtual playground, using it to reach kids and escalate interactions to other platforms or offline meetings. And again, that comes down to the parent. If your kid is not only playing Roblox, but then goes on like a Discord and goes in a server with some random dude that invited him from Roblox that he just met, and you didn't catch that as a parent, then that's your failure as a parent. It's not on Roblox to stop your kid from doing that. Like, yes, there are systems in place where people can report them. And there are vigilantes out there who are role-playing as Chris Hansen trying to catch these guys. But at the end of the day, if your kid does that and you didn't realize it, that's just your failure as a parent. You can't blame it on Roblox. This is not a Roblox issue. This is an every online video game in the world issue. It's just, again, that Roblox is the biggest one for children in the world. So, of course, this is going to be the first one that, stirs the pot enough to maybe get lawmakers involved. Under the Louisiana Unfair Trade Practices Act, the state accuses Roblox of deceptive marketing by portraying the platform as safe and educational while emitting warnings about its risks. Additional claims include negligence for creating a public nuisance through inadequate monitoring and unjust enrichment from profits gained at the expense of vulnerable users. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation has previously flagged Roblox on its Dirty Dozen list, warning that it remains too high risk for kids without fundamental protections. I don't know what that means, because again, this is just every online video game of all time that doesn't have age verification. Like, you can go on and you can chat with other people in-game. Merle's office also notes a stark discrepancy in reporting despite Roblox's massive user base, where over half of U.S. children under 16, over half of U.S. children under 16 play monthly? That's crazy. I didn't realize it was that big. The company accounts for less than 1% of child exploitation tips received in Louisiana over the past 5 years. Wait, what? I need to reread this. Merle's office also notes a stark discrepancy in reporting. Despite Roblox's massive user base, where over half of U.S. children under 16 play monthly, the company accounts for less than 1% of child exploitation tips. In Louisiana specifically in the last 5 years. Okay, I guess that does seem kind of low. Only 1%, but I don't know. Like, this doesn't really mean anything to me. Like, yeah, they're trying to say, oh, over 50%, but only 1%? Again, it doesn't really work like that. This, compared to the state's skyrocketing reports of online crimes against children from 171 in 2010 to 16,000 in 2024, suggests severe underreporting and insufficient proactive measures. This could also just suggest that the game grew massively. I mean, I'm sure it's both. I'm sure the player base has grown massively. But that's crazy. The lawsuit argues this low number isn't because the platform is safe. It's because Roblox's detection and reporting system are inadequate. The suit seeks a permanent injunction to halt Roblox's alleged violations, including mandates for improved safety protocols like age verification, content moderation, and parental notifications. And yeah, here we went full circle, just like I thought. Yeah, they're going for age verification. Again, this has been an ongoing debate topic in video games for, I feel like, decades at this point. Ever since I was a kid, they've been pushing this shit. I mean, back in the 90s, it started with, you know, the whole shooter violence movement. Oh, everyone's going to be a school shooter because, oh, video games are making everyone violent. Turned out that was all bullshit. And now they're, you know, they're trying a different angle. They're saying, oh, we need to do this for the children. We need to protect the children. This is not making school shooters. Yeah, actually, that was complete bullshit. But there are predators who are taking advantage of these children online. See, now we have to enforce it. Now we need these verifications. Now we need to get the state involved. I see what's happening here. And I see why so many people are jumping on ship for this. Because it's an easy cause to get behind, right? You know, you got to protect the kids. It also demands restitution for the state, disgorgement for ill-gotten profits, civil penalties, damages, and attorney fees. If successful, the case could force Roblox to overhaul its operations and set a precedent for other states grappling with similar digital threats. Roblox did not immediately respond to requests for comment on the lawsuit. However, the company has faced prior scrutiny, including individual lawsuits from parents alleging similar failures. In recent years, Roblox has introduced changes such as restricting messaging for users under 13 and offering parental dashboards, but critics like Mural argue those are too little too late. Wait, what? Why is it too little too late? Those seem like great changes in response to outrage. What do you mean too little too late? I mean, yeah, I guess they could have done it earlier, but those seem like great changes, and they're just saying, oh, it's too little too late. Amid the ongoing lawsuit from Louisiana and broader scrutiny over child safety, Roblox has sparked fresh controversy by banning users. Oh yeah, I saw this. They banned like some content creator, basically a Chris Hansen wannabe, he would go on Roblox, he would impersonate a child using a voice changer, and then he would try to get them to like join his private call out of Roblox. Again, obviously all of this is against terms of service in the video game. And yes, I understand in real life, people like Chris Hansen, the FBI, they do this shit. They do impersonate children in order to catch predators in real life. This is a video game. A video game has terms of service, and their terms of service says you can't do that. So they ban you for doing that. And this is where the outrage sparks from. On August 9th, 2025, the company issued a cease and desist letter to popular YouTuber Schlep. Real name Mike. Yeah, this is the Chris Hansen wannabe I was talking about. Basically, this is the dude who would go on Roblox, impersonate a child to try to catch a predator and make content out of it, and they banned him. And this is what sparked the outrage. In a blog post dated August 13th, 2025, Roblox's chief safety officer, Matt Kaufman, defended the bans, arguing that while some vigilantes may be well-intentioned, their methods, such as impersonating minors, engaging in simulated inappropriate conversations, yeah, again, this is erotic roleplay, and directing users off platform, yep, like I said earlier, mirror those of actual predators and normalize prohibited behavior. I mean, it does mirror those of actual predators because that's how you catch a predator. But again, it's a video game. They have terms of service. So yeah, they can ban him for it. People, again, am I happy they banned him? No. I mean, it's the Batman argument. It's like if Batman existed in real life, would you want him to stay out there? Would you want, even though it's going against the law, would you want him to get arrested or not? That's kind of the argument. No, I wouldn't really want Batman to get arrested, but legally he should be. And again, this is taking it one step further. This isn't legally. This is in the terms of service of a video game. They're banning him. So it's whatever. The company emphasized that such actions bypass official reporting tools, delay enforcement, and create unsafe environments, urging users instead to use in-app reporting features that capture metadata for faster reviews and referrals to authority. Yep, I read this. I feel like I read the same sentence in the last article I read. But, oh, and they're trying to get this guy banned now with 51,000 petitions, or step down as CEO over all this. Again, Nothing's going to change. Nothing ever happens. This is just the latest controversy. Again, this has been happening since the 90s. Like, it's the same thing. But now they're just trying to change the angle of the argument to say that we need more censorship, we need more regulation, because think of the children. You know, that's kind of the angle that's happening now. So just understand that that's what's happening. Critics argue the bans protect predators by discouraging exposure, especially given Roblox's history of lawsuits alleging negligence in preventing exploitation. Schlepp responded by slamming the comparison to predators as outrageous and vowing to continue his advocacy off-platform. I mean, yeah, he could say that, but again, he's doing the same thing that predators do because that's how you catch predators. So there's truth in both sides. This legal action in Louisiana comes amid growing national concern over children's online safety, with platforms like Roblox under fire for balancing user freedom with protection. I always err on the side of freedom. Again, it's a double-edged sword. What are you going to do? You're going to force kids to show ID? You're going to force the parent of the kid to provide ID in order to let their kid play? Like, what do you actually do? Because again, the only actual solution is that the parent, monitors what their kid's doing. That the parent is aware if their kid is doing erotic roleplay with a weirdo online and then leaves Roblox to go to a Discord to continue erotic roleplay with a weirdo online, then the parent should probably know about that. And if they don't, that's the failure of the parent. You can say that, oh, there needs to be laws in place. Oh, we need more vigilantes out there. Oh, well, there should have been better reporting tools. Yes, sure, all of those could be true, but it all comes down to the parent. That is the ultimate bastion of defense, is the parent of the child. If they fail, that's it. Parents and advocates are watching closely, hoping the suit will spur meaningful reforms in the virtual worlds where kids spend hours each day. Any comments? No, this is a pretty new article. But yeah, again, this is a really contentious topic. Because I understand both sides pretty well. It's a video game. They have terms of service. They have reporting systems. They want people to use that. You go against the terms of service, you get banned. It's the biggest video game in the fucking world for children. In the world. So, of course, it's going to be the one that is chosen for the latest controversy. It's going to be the one that lawmakers use to highlight, to spotlight, to say that, oh, look, our kids are in danger. We need more regulations. We need to crack down on this. We need age verification in video games. And again, this is all a push to basically do what the UK is doing now, which is to provide ID to use the internet. I think it's all part of the same push. I think it's just coming from another side, another perspective where, oh, well, we need to do this now to protect the kids, which is a good cause, but just understand the slippery slope that we are sitting on right now with this suit happening. So yeah, it's very interesting. Curious what your thoughts are, because I'm still kind of mixed in my head as well. But yeah, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe. I'm a new channel. Subscriptions actually do go a very long way. And thanks for watching. Peace.